The film started in 1949. We see a girl in the tape recorder. This girl takes a cross in her hand and moves it towards the sky. She was also praying. Suddenly, the light came from the darkness. Because there was a solar eclipse before. Now because her prayer was accepted, everyone started to consider her as a messiah for themselves. They come to her, looking at the girl with hopeful eyes. They were also holding a cross in their hands. After this, the story was shown after 10 years. This is the time of 1949. We see a sister whose name is Narcissa who comes to a church with luggage. She saw there are many bullet marks on the church. Then another nun sister came here who was the head nun of this place. She took Narcissa inside. She tells that the old people of the church had left this place while peace was at peace after the war. Among the old people, there is only me, a sister, and Mother Superior. Now this church has been turned into a school and hostel for the poor children. The children of the poor come here to study and live. Now Narcissa meets Mother Superior who was running this school and hostel. Narcissa sees the picture of the same girl in this room which we saw in the beginning. Actually, this girl is none other than Sister Narcissa. During their conversation, we come to know that Narcissa has come here to teach the children, because recently, a sister had left the school, but no one knew where she went suddenly. Narcissa was given a room where she keeps her things. Her suitcase was not moving forward. When she checked there was a box there. There was a house, a picture of a sister, and a key. There was the name of this sister on the picture. It was Socorro. Narcissa takes her picture in her hand and takes the name of Socorro. The chair in front of her starts shaking. It falls down with a sound. Then someone knocks on the door. Narcissa opens the door and sees, but she doesn't see anyone there. She sees a mark on the wall in front of her room which wasn't there before. She ignores it and comes to her class to teach the kids. She first tells the kids about herself and starts writing her name on the blackboard. As Narcissa wrote her name, all the kids start getting scared. They start saying something in their mouths. One of the kids, Rosa, gets so scared that she loses her toilet. Narcissa comes to Rosa and asks, "Why were you and the other girls scared when I wrote my name on the blackboard?" Before Rosa knew anything, her twin sister forbids Rosa to tell Narcissa anything. When Narcissa came to her room, she saw that the mark on the wall that I had seen before has now increased a little. At night, someone drew another line there, but Narcissa still doesn't pay much attention to it. Later, Mother Superior shows her the album. There were pictures of those sisters and nuns who died while working here. A picture was missing in the album. Seeing it, Narcissa understands that this missing picture must be of Sister Socorro. She found it in her room. Coming back to her room, Sister begins to see the picture of Socorro. Once again, the chair began to move, which falls down with the sound. Like before, again someone began to knock on the door loudly. She listens to it with her ears, but there was no one. Now she began to feel that I am surely having some mistake. That's why she began to knock on herself. Because in their religion, it is believed that if you punish yourself, then your sins will be washed away. Now we see all the girls who were sleeping in the next room. A girl wakes up, because she had to go to the washroom. So she asks Rosa to come with her. Rosa was hearing strange noises from outside, but she still comes to the washroom with her friend. But it was also strange here. Suddenly the tap of the water it opens automatically. Now the bathtub is filled. The water starts to boil. Suddenly, the water disappears somewhere. Rosa finds someone's cut hair in the bathtub. She was looking at the hair, but then she realizes that it belongs to someone else. That's why she screams loudly, hearing Jake's voice. The head nun comes and one of the girls who were sleeping inside starts screaming. She tells that a girl has cut my hair in the sleep, because there was a scissor and her hair was also missing. Now because this girl's hair was found by Rosa in the bathroom, so everyone thinks that Rosa cut her hair. That poor girl also refuses, crying that I didn't do anything, but no one believes her. The head nun also hits her a lot. The next morning, when Narcissa came to the class, she saw that Rosa was not in the class today. She found out that the headman has locked her in a cell as punishment. When Narcissa went to her cell, Rosa tells her that I did not do that. At that time, I saw a girl's soul in the bathroom. I did not see it. In fact, many people heard the voices of souls even before you came and showed it to us. We all children saw the mark on the wall as it was in front of your room. When we told this to the sister in whose place you have come, she made a leg of the picture and completed the incomplete picture. She did this so that she could tell all the children that there is no soul here. The soul is here. When the sister completed the picture, her sister's name was written on the blackboard. After it, she disappeared. She doesn't know where she has gone. You came to teach the children in their place. Rosa tells that when you came to the class on the first day, when you were writing your name on the blackboard, it is the reason that all the children were scared. Because if someone's name is written on the blackboard, it means that he will die or disappear. When Narcissa came back in the evening, she saw that a sister was making a dish like Momo in the kitchen. On asking, that sister told that it is the breakfast of the children in the morning. She also gives a Momo to Narcissa to eat, so she can tell how it tastes. Narcissa doesn't eat it, but its taste was very strange. Suddenly, blood and the thing that she had eaten starts coming from her mouth. It was revealed that the Momo, in fact, it is a human eye. Seeing it, Narcissa's heart was broken. She felt very bad. Now she saw in front of her that these eyes were not of anyone else but of that sister, who was now drowning without eyes. Seeing her in this condition, Narcissa was scared badly. She started screaming loudly. Then she came out to a room where someone tries to kill her by pressing her neck and whole body. He was covered in clothes and his clothes were also getting dirty. He started drinking Narcissa. Narcissa's eyes opened with it. Seeing it, he breathed in peace that it was just a bad dream of mine. When he opened his eyes, he saw that the mark has grown bigger. It was visible to him from the beginning. The man who dies in the mark has 2 hands and 1 leg. Now there was only 1 leg left. This picture will be completed. Then Narcissa again glimpsed this thing. She comes to teach the children. Once again, the children are scared while speaking softly. Rosa is so scared that she immediately gets up and runs away from there. Then Narcissa sees that Rosa's name is written on the blackboard. But she came directly to Rosa from here so that she can handle her. Narcissa tries to make her understand that look, there is no need to be afraid. I am with you. Crying, Rosa tells her that a girl's soul she can't see everywhere. Narcissa doesn't know what to do. She holds Rosa's hand and completes the last step of the picture, so she can tell her like her sister that there is no soul here. Suddenly, Rosa gets scared again. She says to Narcissa that there is someone after you. But now she is not the soul of the child but a woman. As Narcissa turned to see her, there was no one there. Looking back, Rosa disappears. Narcissa gets scared. She and Rosa's twin sister. She looks for her everywhere, but she is nowhere to be found. In fear, Narcissa tells the head nun that Rosa has disappeared. But she doesn't scold Narcissa. She urges her to leave the school. It seemed that the head nun doesn't want Narcissa to find out about what is happening here. But while looking for Rosa, Narcissa came to a small room. But she couldn't go out of here, because someone locks her here by closing the door. Many eyes begin to be seen and many hands come from behind and hold Narcissa. They try to scare her and kill her. Narcissa runs away with the name of Jesus. Then she eats the dead body of Rosa in front of her. She was very sad. After it, she begins to prepare to bury Rosa. Narcissa was crying a lot. Then she leaves the church and goes to school with a sad mind. Now, as she looks at the sun starts to set, just as it happened with her when she was a child. Then once again the darkness comes here, but after a while, the eclipse is removed, but she was still looking at the sun while sitting on her knees. She doesn't take her eyes off for a minute. Narcissa's eyes go with it. She was blind. Despite not having eyes, she was able to see everything. What happened here? During the war, Narcissa sees that some looters had entered the church during the war. One of the looters has wronged the poor sister Socorro. Narcissa feels so bad seeing it that she starts screaming. Hearing the scream, everyone knows in the present time that Narcissa's eyes are burnt, so they bring her and put her in the room. After it, Narcissa takes the picture of Sister Socorro in her hand. Once again, she is connected to the past. What happened after the theft of Socorro's head? Narcissa sees that Socorro's daughter was born after that incident. Mother Superior takes care of Socorro's daughter inside the church, so that the church doesn't lose its honor. They never let her go outside. Narcissa was seeing all this in her memories. Meanwhile, Socorro's soul comes in front of her. Narcissa had also come to know Sister Socorro has been abused in the past, so she holds the hand of Sister Socorro in pity. As soon as she holds her hand, she comes into the past with Narcissa Socorro, where she sees that Socorro's daughter has grown up. One day, that girl has a high fever, but Mother Superior, head nun and the other sister do not take her to the doctor. They think that if she goes out of the church everyone will know that this girl is the sister of Socorro and the robber, so the church will be defamed. So they try to fix Socorro's fever by locking him in a room. They fill the bathtub with cold water and try to put the girl in it, but the water was too cold. So the girl starts kicking. Meanwhile, the girl's head hits hard. Blood starts to come out. Suddenly, the girl stopped moving. She lost her life. When Sakura found out about her son's death, she couldn't bear the pain. She took her own life. Narcissa felt bad seeing all this happening in the past. She opens the room where they had locked up Sister Sakura. It was always closed and no one was allowed to go there. As soon as the room opens, two timelines begin to run here. One of the past and one of the present, which connect with each other. As soon as the room opens, Sakura's eyes open where she was hanged. Now her dead body starts wandering in the past, while her soul in the present scares the three of them, the mother, the superior, the head nun, and the sister who killed her child. She breaks the head nun's face in a strange way. Due to this, she dies. As soon as the head nun dies, she dies in the present too. In the past, Sakura goes to Mother Superior. She holds her face and puts it in the bathtub. As soon as Mother Superior dies in the past, she dies in the present too. Sakura also kills the third sister. Sakura kills them and takes revenge for his daughter. The chair that was falling in Narcissa's room, she was trying to give a sign. While Rosa was shown the soul of her daughter, there was complete peace in the school. Everything was normal, everything was fine, the school was safe in every place. As soon as the change was complete, they died. After the death of the head nun, neither did anyone see the mark nor the soul of her daughter. Now the scene shifts and comes after 40 years. In 1991, this church school was now big and good. New girls used to come here and teach. Narcissa was driving the car where she was getting old, but she was still teaching the children. The story of this film ends here. Thanks for watching our movie explainer video. If you are new to our channel, then subscribe the channel and stay with us.